Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams, 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Received, you make
We're coming to you live on the PBA Friday. As you see, the Rizal Memorial Complex kung saan tayo maghahandog sa inyo ng ating second game ng doubleheader sa araw na ito sa RPTV and on One Sports YouTube as well. And you can see the Titan Ultra Giant Risers gonna play their last game of the conference sa gabing ito against a team that wants to win its 9th game. It was the hottest team at the start. Sunod-sunod ang panalo pero lately, losing streak ang Rain or Shine. Gustong bumawi ngayon, makikita natin kung magagawa nila yan. See if they can rise to the occasion. I'm Charlie Cuna, this is the Dean Quinito Henson. And Dean, halos pala patapos na yung ating elimination round. Doesn't really count much for Titan in this game, but for Rain or Shine, it surely does.
Kailangan ng Rain or Shine manalo dito because playoffs are just around the corner. You don't want to get into the playoffs on a losing streak. Now, Rain or Shine, ang umpisa nila dito 7-0. But they've lost 3 of their last 4 games. They need to get back on the winning track. Now, for Titan, tapos na ang kanilang season. This is their last game. The record po nila is 2-9. They're in the bottom of one of the teams in the bottom of the barrel. But they're out of contention for a playoff spot.
in that last ball game ng Rain or Shine. Very, very poor performance mula sa kanilang koponan. They didn't rise to the occasion against Barangay Ginebra. Ginebra won going away.
Well, for Rain or Shine, makikita po natin that Ginebra hit 21 3-point shots in that contest. How can you beat a team that's shooting that hot from 3-point distance? Ginebra shooting 48% from deep. But also in that game, Rain or Shine only had 9 fast break points. Now, they're averaging 23.2 fast break points a game. You know that Rain or Shine is a team that thrives in a fast game. Yung up and down na tinatawag natin transition game. If that game, if that style is not there for Rain or Shine, malamang natatalo sila. Now, in the 8 wins of Rain or Shine, they averaged 117.3 points. But in their 3 losses, they averaged 30 points less than their normal average when they win.
So there's Rain or Shine. You see them on your screens. Nagwa-warm up na. Yung Titan naman, sa huling laban nila, NLEX naman ang katapat nila. Just a couple of nights ago. And we did go into overtime. Dumikit ang Titan doon sa regulation. Pero sa overtime, NLEX just took over.
Well, lumaban naman ang Titan. But yes, in the overtime period, they only scored 5 points. But in this contest, makikita po natin the telling factor, free throws. Can you imagine NLEX shot or outshot Titan from the free throw line by a total of, ilan ba yan? That's 22 points. Outscored them by 22 points. And Titan lost by 11. So you do the math. You give up too many free throws, you're bound to lose.
And they're calling out the starting fives already para sa ating mga koponan, Rain or Shine and Titan. That's Mark Luzon, our venue announcer. So let's listen in.
From Pampanga, also at guard, number 24, Joshua Munzon. At center, number 2, Michael Gilmore. At forward from Lawag, Ilocos Norte, number 9, Pao Havillar. And from Moncada, Tarlac, also at forward, number 27, King Caralipio. Head coach for Titan Ultra is Ranty Bahar. And now introducing the starters for the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. From Lukban, Quezon, at guard, number 14, Andre Caracon. Also at guard from Mitsayap, North Cotabato, number 29, Deo Puaho. At center, number 7, Jalen Johnson. From Mexico, Pampanga, at forward, number 4, Mike Malonzo. And also at forward from Cebu, number 0, Kaylan Johnson. Head coach for Rain or Shine is Yang Yao. Officiating this ball game are Pete Oliva, Jeff Cantay, Carlo Vergara, and Jason Gupinoso. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the game's enemies and
Ang opisyalis natin para sa laban ito, Bing Oliva, Jeff Tantay, Carlo Vergara, and Jason Gupinoso. They're the starters for Coach Renzi Bahar on the left, for Coach Yang Yao naman sa kanan. May rookie na naman magsa-start, si Deo Puaho, he's a shooter. And he's gonna start today together with Karakut. You've got Malonzo, Johnson, and Yongson. On the other side is a billionaire Yu, King Caralipio, Munzon, and of course Michael Gilmore.
And as expected, ang Rain or Shine starting 4 players who did not start for the Elasto Painters in the last game. And we're talking about Johnson, he did not start last time out, Karakut, si Malonzo, at saka si Quahao. Those 4 guys are now starting after not starting the last game for Rain or Shine. And for Titan naman, as far as their starting lineup is concerned, si Abilinar is back in their starting cast.
You know, si Kaylan Johnson was complaining kasi he got tied up by Munzon, pero tinawagan siya ng traveling. And I think he has a point. It probably should have been a jump ball, a held ball type of call, but instead it's a turnover. But then he gets it right back. Nakabawi na siya. That Karakon on the run, goes back to Johnson, who bounce it to Malonzo, who gets hammered by Munzon. So nasa pupunta sa linya si Mike Malonzo. He's got his hair tied back.
At very early, nakikita natin na Rain or Shine, tumatakbo sila. After they get a turnover, they're off to the races. Number 1 sila in terms of turnover points. Number 1 in bench points. Number 1 in fast break points. Number 1 in offense. Ang dami nilang number 1. No? Pero Titan, meron sila number 1. They're number 1 in steals in this conference.
Yeah, because Gilmore and Munzon average about 3 steals a game. So
unbelievable, yes. They certainly know how to anticipate the passing lanes, and that's why they're able to get steals, and they've been able to also score off those steals. Number 2 sila in terms of turnover points. Problem is, Titan is last place in offense, last place in defense. It's very unlikely that the team that is last place in both those categories will make the playoffs.
That's right.
That's the reason why they're not in the playoffs.
That's a miss from 3 mula kay Fran Yu. Yan na naman, tumatakbo ang white shirts. Johnson hands it over to Guahao. He can release from there. Instead, he goes to Johnson. The mid-range off the glass. JJ gets his first.
Again, yung early offense in Rain or Shine. They're not going to wait for that 24-second shot clock to expire. They're going to take the shot within the first 10 seconds of the shot clock.
Munzon, nowhere to go. Pumunta kay Yu ngayon. 10 seconds to shoot. Gilmore releases. That was there, pero ayaw pumasok into Yongson. Kaset up ang depensa ng Titan. Black and white ang labanan sa uniforme sa game na ito. Oh, and wow, that pass was 20 feet high. Even Bol would not be able to get that.
And I have a feeling that they thought Coach Renzi Bahar wearing white was part of the Rain or Shine players on the court.
Baka nga, no? That's what you rely on. Diba yung kulay lang minsan.
Exactly. And here's another turnover against Titan. Ang mapagsik dito sa Rain or Shine, hindi lang kanila pensa, pero yung kanilang depensa rin. But this is a team that thrives in offense because of their running attack. And, you know, they're able to sustain yung running attack nila because of their strong second unit. Nagpapalit-palit si Coach Yang Yang ng mga starters niya.
Ito si Deo, bumitaw. This is there. A foul will be called on the loose ball play, and I believe it will be on Titan. Joshua Munzon, pangalawa ni Josh Munzon yan. He better watch it. You know, he's their main source of points and plays great defense. But yun na nga, kailangan na humuagad. Jeric Balanza replaces him.
Coming off the bench, Balanza also has been providing a lot of points for Titan. He's averaging 8.2 points in this conference. Ito na si Johnson, naipit siya. But they'll always find someone who's open. Hindi lang pumasok yung tira ni Kailan. Fran Yu. A lot of things are being expected of Fran Yu because he keeps that ball moving. Hindi pumasok yung tira ni Balanza. That was an open shot.
Dalawang beses na ganyan yung three-pointer ng Titan. Gilmore first and then Balanza. Now Johnson in the paint. Couldn't take it, but finally does. And the hook shot goes for Kalen Johnson.
A series of fakes by Kalen Johnson. But he went up 1-on-1 against Gilmore and got the shot.
Gilmore over to Balanza. He'll take again. This time's a miss as well.
And here we go once more. Tumatakbo. Na-anticipate yun ng Titan.
Nag-look away siya pero na-anticipate niya pero hindi naman na-secure ang possession till that miss.
Wow,
Rain or Shine keeps it.
from outside. That ball is moving.
Malonzo.
Hindi pumapasok. Titan still to get in the scoreboard.
King will take it from the corner.
Hindi pa rin. Here's an offensive rebound. Hindi pa rin. Those shots are being challenged by Rain or Shine. Taraku.
Crossing over. Ganda naman ng crossover na yun. Din. Iwan ang depensa. 8-0 ang ating score. Napatawag ng timeout si Coach Renzi Bahar with 8:47 to go. Quick start for Rain or Shine. Nothing yet from Titan. There's the shot off the glass mula kay Trey Karakot. Glass has been kind. Si Johnson kanina pabandang tira din. Timeout natin sa atin ng Solera Online. Play the game your way on Solera Online Sportsbook.
Squeeze. Yeah.
Right away, attack. Okay, no more screen. Right away, attack, girl. Right away, attack. Okay? Now, pagkakuwan, pag wala kay Mike, tinan mo rito si Jared. Okay, Paolo, dito tayo magka-ball screen. Pero first option natin kay Mike. Come on, let's go.
Checking out the standings, you see Titan all the way there at the bottom at 12th place. Itong Rain or Shine naman nasa 4th. You know, but they want to get that 9th win today.
Yung tinatawag natin na green zone.
Yeah.
Those 4 top teams will have a twice to beat advantage in the quarterfinals. And one of those teams is Rain or Shine.
And look at Rain or Shine keeping it alive yet again. Pero tumama na sa shot clock. So outside shooting ni JJ has been off for a couple of games already. You know, his play has dipped in recent times.
Well, he only had 16 points last time out for someone who's averaging over 22 a game. But it's important that he gets back in the groove kasi malapit na ang playoffs.
Correct.
And you can't take any team lightly, especially since yung labanan for 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a mad scramble. A lot of teams are tied with 6 wins apiece. And one of those teams is San Miguel Beer.
Correct. Yun na nga,
Makakatakot yun.
yung 5, 6, 7, 8 na yan, those are teams that are usually in the 1, 2, 3, 4. For some reason, medyo shaky yung komperensiya nila. But you know what they can do come playoff time. When you face them in a series, they're tough to beat.
That's right. Nakita natin yan. Not sa ating team standings as you have JJ at the line and making his first free throw. By the way, the other teams with 6 wins apiece, as you take a look at some numbers here of Jalen Johnson, TNT is one of those teams. Magnolia is also one of those teams in a tie for 5 to 8. So, you know, if you're up there among the top 4 with a twice to beat advantage, hindi ka nakakasigurado because yung mga makakatapat mo in the first round of the playoffs will be super tough teams.
Pass inside to Johnson. He goes all the way to Malonzo sa kabilang panig. Hindi mapasok ang tres. So the threes aren't falling for Rain or Shine, but they are 10 up. And that's net one. That's right. Balanza continued to play.
And first basket here scored by Titan after a long drought.
I was about to say, you know, you're watching Titan in black, hindi Letran Knights yan.
Oo nga.
Baka isipin mo may import na isa tapos puro Letran. Ay, hindi na pala. Inupo na si King Caralipio, pumasok si Aris Dionisio. Hindi Letranista si Aris.
Tama, tama. Here's Balanza. And you know, every time Balanza plays, we always mention that ordeal that he overcame when he was playing for the Letran Knights when he had a brain tumor.
Yeah.
And he came back from surgery to play for Letran with a championship.
Correct. And you know, he's played well here in the PBA.
Oh, yeah.
Every team he's gone to, he's been able to help them. Strong second chance opportunity there para kay Malonzo. Malonzo's a hustler type of player. That's why he earns minutes under Coach Yang Giao.
He's Yang Yao's type of player na maraming ginagawa. Like a do-it-all guy.
Yeah.
He can pass, he can score from out, he can crash the boards. Here's a free throw coming up for Malonzo. And as we're talking about Malonzo's free throws, let's give you a rundown kung ano yung ating Dean's List for Rain or Shine. Una-una, back to form sila. No? They've lost 3 of their last 4. Got to get back to form, especially si Clarito, who went scoreless in their last game. Pangalawa, I think that transition attack has to be there once more. They're number 1 in fast break points. They're number 1 in transition points. That transition attack was not there nung natalo sila in the last game against Ginebra. And third, yung kanilang bench firepower. They're known for that. They're known for their second unit, their third unit firepower. That has to show up big time in this game.
And look at that nice sidestep from Jalen Johnson. Getting another layup. Back to a 10-point lead, 13-3 ang ating score.
There's the pick.
You pinilit, made it all the way to the basket.
Nice ball screen that time. And that defense of Rain or Shine has to be a little more active in stopping the ball screen.
Bilis naman ng bawi din.
Oo.
Shoot lang ni Franjo before you can even celebrate properly.
At hindi lang yun, layup ang pinapalik ng Rain or Shine sa Titan.
Until Gilmore can't buy a basket.
And he likes to shoot from the outside.
Last game, maganda umpisa ni Michael Gilmore. Naka 20 points yan first half. Tapos sa second half, nag-taper off yung kanyang produksyon. Look at that! That's what we're talking about. Mike Malonzo, a workhorse here in the first quarter.
And Gilmore was actually in that skirmish. He could have gotten the defensive rebound, but he was out-hustled by Malonzo. Here's the pick by Gilmore. Hindi siya nakakuha ng bola.
Oh, the
Nice
bounce.
pass inside on a bounce.
That's a bump mula kay Mike Malonzo. Bagsak si Pau Javillonar and referee Jeff Tantay had to blow his whistle after the contact. Watch this. Ito yung drop ni Malonzo kay Johnson. So credit and assist to Malonzo. then, Johnson laying it up with the left hand. So tumatakbo nga sila din. Mukhang as of now, checkmark yung takbo ng Rain or Shine.
Very clearly. At hindi lang yun. They're not settling for outside shots. They're going for high percentage layups. Ito si Balanza nasa labas. At Rain or Shine keeping the ball in the perimeter here for Titan.
Oh wow, way off yung tira ni Fran Yu. Pumasok na rin si Christian Manaytay sa panig ng Rain or Shine. Karakut on the baseline, outside to Mike. Swings back to Andre. They find Manaytay. Across to Deo Kuahao. Can't find his range yet in this game. We've seen him hit multiple threes.
He's shooting 50% before this game, but he's already missed 3 from the three-point distance. Ito, tumatakbo lang naman. Si Karakut is the guy who's setting the tempo here for Rain or Shine. Hindi pumasok yung layup.
Pati layup ayaw kay Deo.
He's struggling now on the offensive end.
Ay!
Hindi po. Yes, pumasok yun.
Matindi yung tira na ginawa ni Balanza doon. Off balance, napahulog na siya din. Nahanap pa niya yung baba ng tira. What a shot.
That's going to be a three-point play. Watch it here. Once more, ginawa ni Balanza. There's that spin move. Bagsak siya. That was against JJ. Pumasok yung bola sa loob.
Ayos to si Jeric. Gusto niya multiples of 3. Kanina, 3-point play. When he just entered the game, he scored the first points for Titan. Now he has a chance for a 3-point play once more.
And that has to be the motivation of a lot of these players from Titan. Wala na sila sa playoffs, but they need to be able to continue to play at a high level. Ganun din ang ginagawa ni Balanza. That's a 4. That's a 4.
Off target.
Not a good shot there for Johnson. Balanza once more. Oh, that's a nice pass.
Ular had to loop it up kasi nandun si Johnson kaya nagbintis. Pass ahead to Adrian Nocum. Can't put in the 3. Ular will volleyball tap it to Balanza. It's 2-on-2. Balanza is there. He's in the paint. He's taller than the opponent. But he misses the shot. He's fighting for it. And he gets it back. Jeric Balanza working hard as well.
7 points now for Balanza. Providing a lot of hustle and energy for Titan.
Okay,
Down by 8.
oh, look at that
easy.
entry pass. Manaytay finishing at the hoop. He gets fouled and he'll get a free throw. The thing with Balanza din is, di ba matangkad na, so rumi-rebound. Tapos he has ball handling skills, can push it up para sa Titan.
And he's a fighter. Ito makita natin yung magandang passes sa loob. Easy 2 points. And it looks like Coach Yengia was giving the marching orders. Just attack the rim. Go inside.
Foul was called on... sino ba yung nag-foul doon? Si Ato Ular committed that foul. Manaytay. Bonus free throw, bitin.
10-point lead here enjoyed by Rain or Shine.
Seen some misses from the stripe this early in the game. Aris Dionisio. Jonathan Carrillo's now in the game defending. Kung si Asistio, pasok na rin. Dionisio lofted, tracks it down. Oh, he stepped on the line.
Dionisio has not been having a good conference at all.
Yes.
He's been struggling. Although last time out, si Dionisio had 11 rebounds to go with his 4 points. So he's doing his job as a rebounder. But yung kanyang 3-point shooting has deserted him sa conference natin.
Nocum hooks it over to Jonar. Goes down to Manaytay.
Remember yung sinasabi natin about Clarito. Charlie, he was 0 in the last game.
Yes. He only took 3 attempts. Parang wala. He felt that he was off siguro kaya hindi niya pinilit. That's a 3 from Nocum. The lead is now up to 13 of Baker's Dungeon. Ambohon goes to this guy, the rookie, but likes to shoot. Nice pass inside. Duarte though. Clarito just stopped again. Ayun, layup na naman si Manaytay. Dalawang layup na yung kaliwete.
Hindi lang yung layup, yung assist. Yan ang nakikita natin sa Rain or Shine. They're playing very unselfish basketball. That's the kind of game that Coach Yengiao has been reaching. And talking about Dionisio. Yes. He's known for a 3-point shot. He's almost like a 3-and-D player. Plays good defense, hits a 3-pointer, also a good rebounder.
Brian Sahonya for 3. That's back-to-back threes para sa Titan. Much needed baskets for them.
Naitira Sinaonya, he's a rookie, but he takes a shot with a lot of conviction
Oh, may kumpiyansa talaga.
and confidence. That's right.
Here's a three
Villegas.
from Luis Villegas. He's hit a few in this conference as well. Not that time.
Yung luxury ni Coach Yengia, inupo niya ang kanyang import si JJ. Sa bagay, wala din si Gilmore sa loob.
That's right. Ular from three.
May tira yan.
Naku, masyado malakas. Puro board ang tinamaan doon. Garrido to Noko. Noko will.
Attack.
Oh, he babied that. Parang masyado niyang nilaro.
Yung transition defense at Rain or Shine.
One Personal, nothing on that. Noko again will Pinoy step.
And this time, he will score.
And head to the other side for the reverse.
Ang nakikita natin dito, absolutely no respect for the Titan defense. Rain or Shine continuing to attack the rim. Ball is strong inside.
It's an early three. The shot clock nila goes straight out of bounds. And Rain or Shine's gonna have the ball after this timeout, which is brought to us by Solaire Online. Play the game your way on Solaire Online Sportsbook.
Leonard. Okay. Anton. Green. 23. Okay. So si Jonard. Luis. Okay. Christian. Bahala ka kung saan mo gusto dalhin ng bola. Okay. So isang 23. After that, after ng 23, pin down sa'yo. Okay. After 23, isang pin down. Anton. Okay, come on, let's go.
Siyempre, coming off a disappointing conference na same situation. Twice to beaten kami last conference pero twice beaten. So hopefully this time around we get things done. We all know when it comes to playoff time, intensity increases, intensity goes higher, level of play dapat itaas namin both offense and defense. So we'll be ready.
Hearing the comments of Gian Mamuyak talking about preparing for the playoffs. The thing is, Gian is not suited up sa araw na ito, Dean.
That's right, he's not going to be able to play. By the way, Clarito scoring his first 2 points in this game, so he's already eclipsed his total last game when he was scoreless. And some of the things that we're going to keep track of is yung that's a 3-point shot galing kay Amohon. Yung transition attack ng Rain or Shine. They only scored 9 fast break points last time. Ngayon, meron na silang 12 points in transition. That's already more than what they scored for the entire game in that loss to Barangay Ginebra.
So Titans got a problem. They need to be able to keep up with Rain or Shine. That shot is too strong from Sahonya. Ito na naman, takbo na naman. Wacky races ito. And then he misses that push shot, gets it back, but that's going to be a loose ball foul, I think, on Jonard Clarito. Referee Bing Oliva blowing the whistle.
That's very clear. The Rain or Shine has orders from Coach Yang Giao to run Titan to the ground. Kailangan nilang bumawi. You know, they lost their last game. And it was a game that was rather bizarre. I mean, how often are you going to allow another team to score 21 3-point shots against you? So nagkulang ang kanilang perimeter defense. Pero grabe din yung ginawa ng Hineb to score 21 3-pointers.
See Abohot lost the ball. Nokom now dancing with Pesomal. Look at that! Eluding the defense.
That's 32 points now for Rain or Shine in this quarter.
And halos lahat ng pinapasok nakaka-score, from the starting lineup to these guys off the bench.
And Charlie, they're on track to get their average when they win. 170.3 points. Yan ang kanilang ina-average in their 8 wins so far.
Check out that shot from Brian Sahonya. And that ends our first quarter. Rain or Shine came out like a house on fire. I think it was 8-zip, 10-zip at one point. And now it's 32-21. Double-digit lead after the first period.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ako sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
Center screen. Ball. Akin.
Then looking back, we keep going back to this because this is about to be finally set in a couple of play days by Sunday. Alam na natin sino ba talagang green, yellow, and red.
Ito yung pinag-uusapan natin. Take a look at the teams from number 5 to number 8. So they will have a twice to win disadvantage sa first round ng ating playoffs. But those are tough teams. You've got Magnolia, you've got TNT, Phoenix and San Miguel. And they're going to be tough opponents for any of those teams in the top 4. And of course, yung nasa red zone, wala na po sila sa contention for a playoff spot.
You know, Dean, if everything goes the way we'd like it to, na talagang laban lahat ng mga pagkunan, it should be a really entertaining playoff we're going to have.
I really think so. And not only that, these last few games na makikita natin, the eliminations, will be deciding yung standings natin. Remember, walang playoff for any sort of time, not even for the 8th place. And Pesumal with a 3-point shot.
That's right, and he hasn't made a basket in quite a while. Past 2 games, he was shooting blanks. But I'm sure that's gonna get him started. That's the type of player he is. Binawi naman agad ang kapwa-terista niya. So si Anton Asisio. Sahonia playing like a vet, you know, just really confident.
Yeah.
And he gets that bounce. It's the R.J. Barrett bounce, we're going to call it.
Unbelievable. Yeah, like Barrett and like, was it Halliburton? Tyrese Halliburton had the same kind of shot for the Indiana Pacers.
That's right. He did.
Last game natin ang Barrett shot.
2 days ago, yung game namin ni Dr. J, may isang player, ganun din eh. Taas ng talbog, pumasok din. Hindi ko na maalala kung sino yun. But it's been happening. And it counts the same anyway, so doesn't matter. Sabihin nila, champa, okay lang. 4 from Vaughn. Right on target, pero konting lakas pa sana. Ito si Luis inside to Manaytay. Decides not to shoot against the import. Didn't want it slapped back in his face. Asnoco will dance with Pesumal. Go to Clarito. Sets for 3. Goes. Beat in. Villegas, another offensive rebound. Siguro mga 5 na yan para sa rain or shine dito sa first half. Manaytay. 4 for Anton. Ayaw din.
Now, Gilmore has not scored in this game. And Gilmore was saying, give the ball to me. Ito na. He's posting up against Villegas. Let's see what he can do. That's a turnaround. Fade away. Mahirap na tira.
Oh, look at Vaughn keeping it alive. Dropping it to King. Unselfish play from Vaughn Pesumal.
Hustle play there for Titan. Making the extra pass. Villegas is going to take the 3.
It's going to be short. Nakuha na ni Gilmore. So he's getting boards in this game, but yet to score. Michael is fouled.
Not in the act of shooting.
Side court inbound lamang yan para sa Titan.
Biggest lead was 15 points for Rain or Shine. And that lead has been whittled down to 8.
Atolar's back. JJ is back as well.
Titan with 2 3-point connections here in this second quarter.
That's a hold from Asistio. Hawak-hawak niya si Sahonia.
May contact yun, ha? Sa mukha ni Asistio. But he was called for the foul. Here's Punzon. 2 early fouls, but he has to check back in. But Pesumal getting a rest. Also getting some applause from the bench and the coaching staff.
Here's Punzon. Had to sit early dahil nga sa foul trouble. Sahonia harassed by Asistio. Bumps into Anton, creates space. And
he will score.
He will score. Beses na nagano, natira ni Sahonia.
That's a tough move by Sahonia. Nabura niya yung defense ni Asistio na 1-on-1 move.
Aliu close up. Up ahead to Punzon. You bring it back to the 3-point line. You know, you look at Sahonia, he's built like a truck from that guard position. And that's a nice jumper mula kay Ular.
And Punzon with the assist. Kanina, Punzon was looking for an open court opportunity, not there. Instead, he went for the assist. Nahanap niya si Ular.
You know, Bunzon loves to run as well. He'd love to play on Rain or Shine, I'm sure. And run that way. Villegas in the paint. He's fouled on the way up. 2 free throws para kay Luis.
And don't look now, that lead is down to just 4.
One possession game na nga lang bigla.
Oh, kanina that was 15. Look at that pass. Wide open Ular. As that defense was blitzing Munzon, he found the open man.
Joshua David is in the game. He replaces Asistio.
In the first quarter, points of turnovers, 7-0 ang lamang ng Rain or Shine.
Santi seeing his first action of the game as well. Santillan. Luis puts one in.
And Charlie, the players from Rain or Shine are coming in waves from the bench. And they're all quality, potential starting players. Kanya nakakagulat itong ginagawa ni Coach Yeng Giao.
Not a single dark shirt underneath to try to get an offensive rebound. So one and done sila doon. Pass inside, tipped away, pero nakaka-recover. And Johnson gets the layup. JJ gets the 2. And that lead is up to 7. 40-33. Let's watch that. And
look at that entry pass. A gamble on the part of Gilmore, but no help defense to stop the layup ni JJ.
Timeout na din sa atin ng Soler Online. Play the game your way online on Soler Online Sportsbook. Turning defense to offense. You play good D, you can run. So you force a turnover. At yun na nga, nabanggit ko na kanina. 7-0 nga sa kategorya yan. Points of turnovers, Rain or Shine.
Amazing performance here by Rain or Shine. 7-0 ang kanilang advantage to turnover points. They're also number 1 sa liga natin in turnover points, averaging 20.2 points a game.
Sahonia. Gilmore yet to score. What's going to happen here? Only 3 seconds to go. Sahonia takes a 4. And he gets it! Ba? Mainit ang kamay. Ito si Brian Sahonia. Ilan na yan?
14 points from Brian Sahonia. And talking about Sahonia and Titan, hahabulin natin ito. Hindi pa natin nasasabi yung Dean's List natin for Titan. And very quickly, number 1, perimeter offense has to be there for them because that's what he never showed, that they can beat Rain or Shine if they hit their shot from the outside. Well, perfect timing because kaka 4-point lang ni Sahonia. Secondly, they need to clog the passing lanes because very unselfish playing on Rain or Shine. Oh, it's a wide open shot coming from
Matolar has helped out on offense here in the first half. Set a couple of baskets already. It's down to a 1-point lead for Rain or Shine, up by double.
And here we go.
Nakaagaw pa, pwede nang lumabang ang Titan dito din. Gilmore wants to give him the lead, and he does!
That's a 3-pointer coming from Michael Gilmore. Don't look now. Titan up ahead by 2. And that came from an outside shot. As we were saying, they hit the outside shot, and they have a good chance of beating Rain or Shine. Yung third point natin sa Dean's List for Titan, I think they need to foul smart. As we mentioned in the pregame, by the way, that's a 3-pointer coming from Santos Aguilar. In the pregame, when they lost that overtime game to NLEX, they gave up 42 free throws, and they were outscored 22 points from the line. You cannot make that happen again if you're Titan.
That's a miss from Sahonia, but he's earned the right to take those shots right now. He's practicing to go up the back in this game. Johnson will swing it across to Luis. That's a 3 if it goes. And he does!
Got it again!
Ganda ng bawi ng Rain or Shine. Nalamangan na sila. Pero back-to-back threes. Kaya naman 4 na ulit ang kanilang lamang.
And in this quarter, nakakatatlong tres na on Rain or Shine. Gilmore missing badly from the outside.
It'll stay with Titan. Muli nakatabik ang Rain or Shine doon. Panuorin natin itong corner 3. Mula kay Santillan natin sa ating Arena Plus Sportsbook. And here's the second one from Villegas. Frank Yu will inbound at the baseline and finally gets it into Munzon, who's been quiet thus far. But you know he's good for 15 to 20. Got up in the air, nahabol siya ni Arif. The foul is committed. Drianoco will be the guilty party. Pumunta sa linya si Jonicio para sa 2.
What a fighting comeback here for Titan. Down 15, lumalaban sila.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
Kailangan ganun eh, di ba?
Fight for pride. Even if you're out of playoff contention. Dionisio hitting the first free throw.
Tiongson is back in the game. Pinalitan si Luis Villegas, who just hit a 3. So Villegas has helped him out as well. You know, in the absence of Keith Datu, Villegas playing that big man spot who can spread the defense due to his outside shooting.
That's 2 out of 2 for Dionisio, hitting 77.8% from the line. Lead is 2 for Rainer Shine.
6 points na para sa kanya. Johnson hands it off to Sandy. He'll take another 3. That's a miss. Rebound to you. Lead back to Josh Munzon.
And he will score.
He's just so quick. When he jumps to the basket, leaps to the basket that way din. Nauuna siya lagi sa defender.
And Fran Yu is just an excellent passer. Hinahanap niya kung sino yung libre on the break.
First deadlock of the game, 46 all. And JJ hits a 3 of his own. Ulan ng 3 sa panig ng Rainer Shine. Back to Atolar. Turn around against Jongson. Hindi niya maipasok. David. Talagang yun yung marching orders. Di, takbo talaga.
And there's an easy layup coming from JJ with a little bit of a shimmy and a shaking of the shoulders. Now Gilmore, he'll take another shot from the outside and he makes it.
Just a long 2, Dean.
That's a long 2.
Gilmore. 5 na puntos niya.
But all the shots coming from the perimeter.
JJ 2 in a row. Let's see. This time it's Santi.
Extra pass.
All the 3 big guys touch the ball on that play.
Tuwan-tuwa doon si Coach Yang Giao because of the unselfish play. Here's Gilmore once more. And he likes to stroke it from the outside.
Doesn't like that. Didn't wait for his teammates for a possible offensive rebound. Johnson will try his luck. He doesn't get it. Bounced towards him, but he didn't go for the rebound.
And you know, this game is wide open right now.
It is.
Nobody's playing defense.
That's what
on the outside.
You don't play defense, there's going to be shots.
And Coach Yang Giao has to remember kung ano nangyari sa kanila against Ginebra. They got outshot from the perimeter. That can't happen again. Right now, Titan is shooting the lights out from the outside.
Johnson missed inside, pero 2 free throws para sa kanya. Ito yung tref ni Jalen Johnson, brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
And just to remind our viewers kung ano nangyari sa last game ng Rainer Shine against Barangay Ginebra, Rainer Shine was outshot from the perimeter, 71-50. That's minus 21 for Rainer Shine.
So they're looking at something, they're reviewing something. There's a challenge on that play. Meron bang foul talaga? Tinatanong ng Titan.
There's Coach Renzi Bahar.
At si Kaylan Johnson, nag-aabang na siya. Gusto niya mag-free throw, pero may review pa yung ating mga referees to decide kung may free throws na ba o wala. Para kay Johnson, watch it. He gets it inside, but he didn't shoot right away. And then Dionisio says, I didn't even hit it.
Watch it again from another angle.
He swung at him, but he missed him, I think. Yeah. I think he missed him.
I don't think there was any contact, but let's hear it now from our referees.
It's going to be referee Carlo Vergara who's going to announce this.
After the review, tinamaan po ni Aris Dionisio sa kaliwang kamay si Kaylin Chongson. Kaya ang challenge ng Titan Ultra is not successful.
So there was a bit of contact, says the referee.
Ito, panoorin natin.
Meron ba? Meron ba?
Yeah, from that angle, doon natin nakita. It's tough. You need different angles to be able to determine kung ano nga yung dapat na tawag.
Referee, rather Coach Renzi Bahar and assistant coach Raymond Valenzuela are talking to referee Carlo Vergara now, asking, we saw it on video. There didn't seem to be contact with the shooting hand.
I think they saw it from one angle. The referee saw it from another angle. Ako excited ako pag narinig ko yung mga referee explaining. Buti hindi sila nagpapatawa. Kung minsan sa NBA, nagpapatawa pa sila.
Yeah, there's that one referee who likes to do that.
Huwag naman sana, because this is a serious game.
It's not a laughing matter.
Yeah,
yung mga challenge na yan. Although sometimes the calls are laughable. But, on occasion. You look at Gilmore and Johnson pushing each other. Johnson trying to sell the call. Oh, that's a forced shot, but he draws a foul. Joshua Monzon.
And he's going to go to the line. That's a three-point attempt coming from Monzon. That's a heady play.
Look at Bing Oliva, the crew chief of the referees, now talking to Jalen Johnson, who was trying to force a call. And Bing Oliva telling him, come on, man, you're going to get calls that way.
Masyadong madikit yung depensa ni Guahao.
On the way up pala, walang tira, no free throws.
Okay.
Monzon.
So that was before the attempt. Wala pang gago yun. Here we go.
Monzon na
on the attack.
He's so quick, really, heading to the basket. One of the best in the business right now.
Lead has been chopped down to 2.
He's got 7. Got a good one going on here. Just when you thought Rainer Shine was gonna pull away, Dean, right? Bilang humabol ng Titan. Pero yun, left na naman. Walang shimmy. No shimmy yet in this game. Wala pa.
No, I saw kanina after he made layup. Pero pag outside shot, gusto natin makita yung shimmy niya eh.
Back up to 5 is the lead. Kasi Jalen Johnson, his first stint in the PBA, because I do think he's going to be a return import. He's that type of guy. But his first stint has been a bit colorful, no? Meron yung suspension niya. Umaway din sa game against TNT. Sila ni Kobuntin. Tapos, meron pang muntik na mag-away rin with the team manager ng Magnolia.
And of course, yung game that he missed because of the suspension. Yet, panalo yan ng Rainer Shine.
So, of course, di ba may mga pangyayaring gano'n eh. Ang kanyang unang sabak sa PBA. Mintis, Gilmore will follow up dunk after the miss of Dionisio.
And you want to see more of that. You want to see Gilmore.
Oh, easy.
Play the inside.
There's the shimmy. We're seeing the shimmy as he runs down.
Pag nakaka-score siya close to the basket, doon siya nag-shimmy. There's the outside shot.
Took a 4 all of a sudden.
But here's Fran Yu with an offensive rebound and a putback. David, he's looking to pass.
Mutik na magawan. Galing talaga ni Monzon sa passing lanes. He tapped that one away. Inside to Johnson. This time he makes sure.
The defense is wide open for Titan.
8 points na rin to si Kaylan Johnson. Balik sa 5 lamang ng Rainer Shine. Wala pang 3 minutong natitira sa ating second quarter.
Look at the switching defense ng Rainer
Gilmore
Shine.
3. No go. Sanko kept it alive. Yu passing inside. Now Yu won't work.
Well, Gilmore wasn't looking at the basket. He wanted to do it on the reverse.
Right.
And here we go. Oh, what a shot! Ito, may shimmy pa. Holding the shoulders. Parang Floyd Mayweather.
Malaki ulit ang lamang ngayon. 7 points na. Kasi Gilmore was all the way back trying to complain to the referees.
Oo. Napapayaan ko si JJ. You know, here's a problem with Titan. You've got Gilmore who's always loitering outside, looking for an outside shot. You can afford to have an import playing that four, that stretch four position. If you have a good center who can score, sino naman ang center ng Titan that will allow Gilmore to play like that?
Wala talaga. Kulang sa bigs.
And that's the reason why Gilmore, realizing kung anong personnel ng Titan, should be playing a lot more inside.
It's really hard. Hindi pa niya nagagawang ma-adjust yung laro niya. With exactly 2 minutes to go sa ating first half. May time at tinawag. Brought to us by Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook.
Dragging me out, so you got to be able to help me.
Maganda yung sinasabi ni Dean bago tayo nag-timeout. Wala talagang big man itong Titan. Kaya si Michael Gilmore can slide down to a smaller position. But he also doesn't play the center position naturally. Kaya wala. But so funny because I thought about that. as well. And it's ironic in a way because the name of the team is Titan, Ultra, Giant, Risers, which has to do with size and height.
Right.
And, but then they don't have that. J.O. Ambot is 6'4", 6'5", but likes to play outside as well.
Munzon connecting from the line. And this has been an extremely high-scoring second quarter. And both teams have already scored 69 points in this quarter alone together. Both teams have been scoring at a very high pace. At least 30 points each team has scored sa quarter na to.
Si Munzon making up for that time he had to sit on the bench due to quick 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Johnson with a three-pointer.
That's a miss. They're fighting for it. Dark Shirts get it. Fran Yu now with the ball. He's handling. Gusto niya video na sana. Di na pasa. He'll set the screen instead. Ball's on the floor. Yu picks it up. Ambohot. Where's he gonna go? Dionisio comes out to pick it up.
Nobody's posting up. All the players
That's
are the outside. And that's a three. Again, yan ang antidote against Rain or Shine. Hit the outside shot. And then Rain or Shine will be in trouble.
Johnson will bring it closer. He'll take the jumper from the stripe.
I think the big question is, will Rain or Shine or Titan hit 70 points before this half ends? Posible yan. Posible.
Johnson's got 10. Munzon takes
That's
the
a
3. Too strong. Avilonar kept it alive. Another chance for Titan. Fran Yu. Better watch Fran Yu. Bigla buwi bitaw ng 3 yan. Yun na nga. 4
It's a
pala.
4. It's a 4.
Bitin. Layup. Wala.
50 seconds to go. Rain or Shine. If they sink a 4, they'll hit 70. Pero hindi nagmamadali si Josh David.
45 seconds na lang sa ating first half. High scoring, 66-62.
They had a chance for a 2-on-1.
David, corner 3, Santi. Can't put that one in. So now it's Titan's turn. There's going to be time left on the clock, even after their shot clock expires. Munzon, zigzagging, and then he gets blocked. He saves it. They throw it away. David now goes to Santi. Can he finish? No, but he's fouled upstairs. Just a smaller player, and all he could reach was the elbow of Santillan. That's Fran Yu. After the free throws, though, there's going to be 19.3 seconds remaining for Titan to try to do something.
Very interesting first half. A lot of people were thinking that Titan wouldn't put up a fight. Wala na sila sa playoff contention. And Rain or Shine trying to get back on the winning track, losing 3 of their last 4. Pero ito, this is a tight battle. Rain or Shine was up 15 earlier on. This lead is only 5. It could stretch to 6. We've seen a lot of three-pointers scored in this game.
Second free throw para kay Leonard Santillan is good as well. So it's up to a 6-point lead. Titan will try to cut it down before the half ends. 41-36 ang score in this quarter. Naka 41 points na ang Titan.
Imagine that.
Down to 7. What's Munzon? Oh, the spin!
And he will score.
What a basket. Joshua Munzon.
Such an athletic player.
And that does it for the scoring. A high-scoring first half to understate the matter, especially the second quarter. Rain or Shine stays ahead, 68-64. We'll be back.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams, 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? Moments. And relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes a wildfire. Witness a bigger tour of Luzon 2026. 5 regions, 13 provinces, 14 grueling stages, local and international teams, 1 legendary title. Every pedal, every climb, straight to your screens. Catch the Tour of Luzon 2026 from April 29 to May 13 only on the Pilipinas Live app. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all out passion. all the time. All with Pilipinas Live, ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free. Last year, the spark of the Great Revival was ignited. This 2026, the spark becomes
just a 4-point lead at the half. Rain or Shine is up, but Titan Ultra scoring heavily in that second quarter to keep this close, Dean.
43 points scored by Titan in the second quarter. Yes, it is a close game. Lumamang ng 15 points ang Rain or Shine earlier in this game.
Look at that nice shot. Igding shot dito sa Malate, Manila. Yung football field dito sa Rizal Memorial Complex. We're inside the complex here at the NAS Ninoy Aquino Stadium.
And I have to say, you know, the transformation of the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex has been amazing. That's why I call the PSC chairman, Patrick Gregorio, the transformer.
Well, that's right. And what the Titan wants is to transform its image and try to win today against Rain or Shine, which is looking to get its 9th win. Here are the numbers, and you know, there are advantages for either team in the departments, but all in all, 68-64 lang ang dikit na laro natin.
Nakakagulat dito yung bench production ng Titan. They're at 40 points, while Rain or Shine, which is the #1 team in bench points in the conference, only 31 points. Sa perimeter points, yan ang ginawa ng Ginebra sa Rain or Shine. Kaya Ginebra beat Rain and Shine last time out for the Elasto Painters. So Titan, using that same formula, they're at 35 perimeter points now against Rain and Shine. But in the field goal percentage, lumalamang on Rain or Shine. And what about the leading scorers, Charlie? You've got both teams with 2 double-figure scorers apiece, and JJ with 20 and Kalen with 10. But Gilmore only 7 points, and that's a low point for Titan. Can you imagine if Gilmore were to average his usual numbers? Titan could be even in the lead at this point.
That's right. You know, nice production mula kay Brian Sajonio, the rookie. He got 14 early in the game, but JJ came alive in that second quarter as well. Kaya naman, nanatiling nasa lead ang Rain or Shine. There's Sajonia on your screens. It's still warming up here. There's like a few more seconds before we begin the action in the third quarter. Let's revisit the Dean's List.
Well, for Rain or Shine, sabi natin, back to form. That's a check mark. Their assists, their fast break points, their turnover points, they're getting back the same numbers when they had a 7-0 start in this conference. And also their transition attack has been on point. That's a check mark. Yung X mark nila, yung bench firepower, and we explained that in our halftime analysis of the numbers. So 2 check marks and 1 X mark for Rain or Shine. For Titan naman, 2 X marks, 1 check mark. Perimeter offense, that's a check mark. They have not been able to clog the passing lanes, as Rain or Shine already has gotten away with 21 assists in this contest. And they're not fouling smart. Rain or Shine has already taken 13 free throw attempts, while ang Titan, 6 lamang. Yung clogging the passing lanes, 21 assists so far for Rain or Shine. And this team averages 25.5 assists a game. That's number 2 in the league. So kokonti na lang, they've already matched their average for the whole game.
Just great ball movement ginawa ng Rain or Shine. Unselfish drop passes, lead passes, leading to baskets. Titan has the first possession ng ating second half. Gilmore hands it off to Sajonia. Franyu now goes cross court. Gilmore bring it to the paint. You know, I haven't seen him there often in this game, but he lofted it and it hits his leg on the way out.
I don't know about his ability to put the ball on the floor. That time, he tried to attack from the outside. He has a high dribble because of his height. So natatapak yun. Natatapik ng mga kalaban.
Oh, kumat si Manaytay. He's great at moving to the basket away from the ball. Ito si Christian Manaytay. It's 3 layups already for him, and he's got 8 points in total.
Solid numbers coming from Manaytay. Let's see what Titan does in retaliation.
We forgot to talk about Munzon and how strong he had in the second quarter performance. And after sitting out much of the first with 2 early fouls. Johnson unable to finish on the break. They go to Gilmore. Can he do it on the other side? No, take it away.
Yun ang sinasabi natin, when he puts the ball on the floor.
Oh, agaw na naman, pakabila naman.
And here's a counter steal for Rain or Shine.
Wow.
And JJ.
Malonzo.
He's not going to get the shot. There's Gilmore.
The presence of the import really changes things para sa mga locals.
Oh, nice sidestepping motion by Ular. And he scores.
Gets those 2 points at Ular. Highland si Ular. 10 na ba? Layup naman sa kabila para kay Michael Malonzo na malakas din ang laro. Lalo na ng first quarter.
6 points for Ular. And Malonzo getting it right back.
7 naman para kay Malonzo. Tapos muntik na naman matapikan.
Naaagawan eh. When he puts the ball on the floor si Gilmore.
Sajonia! 17 points na para kay Brian, the rookie Sajonia. You know, as if to say, as we see Manaytay finish on the other side with an N1 situation, possibly.
And that's already double figures for Manaytay.
Sabi ni Sajonia siguro, lagi niyo pinag-uusapan yung mga rookies ng Rain or Shine. Ako rin, kaya ko rin yan.
Manaytay's conference high 12 points.
That 3-pointer from Sajonia, brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook. At the line now is Manaytay for a bonus free throw. And he completes the play. Lead is up to 6.
Just 1 point shy of matching his conference high of 12 points.
Munzon crossing over again. Sabay drive. Supalpal ni Jalen Johnson. Sabi niya, do not. Finger wag ang nakuha ni Munzon doon. But Munzon doesn't care. He's gonna drive again if he can.
Coach Renzi Bihar liking what he's seeing from the 5 on the floor.
Munzon. Kick to Ular. Inilapit ng konti. 18-footer. Can't put that one in.
Oh, that's a wide open shot para kay Ular.
Johnson na agawan. Look at Munzon. And then up ahead to you. You will probably lob it. Yes! There's a jam para kay Michael Gilmore.
Titan playing with a lot of energy.
Nokum now will attack.
And he
gets it too. Sabi ni Munzon, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it, sabi ni Joshua. But there's no, wala na eh.
Tama yun. Ito makikita natin. Two-handed slam dunk on the alley-oop pass coming from Fran Yu.
He missed him. Yeah, I think he missed him on the swipe, but since they don't have a challenge anymore, ginamit nila kanina, there's no way of knowing.
Coach Yen Giao, I'm sure he's not happy with the way things are coming along. Kasi it's just an exchange of baskets eh. Hindi sila nakaka-depensa rito. That's a wild shot coming from Nokum.
Ular hindi kumagat dun sa Pinoy step eh. Spin from Gilmore. He'll take it, or drop it to Ular rather. And Atok cannot put that one in. No assist for Gilmore. Nokum will try again. The lean in, layup.
This guy's a fearless slasher, si Nokum. He attacked the defense that time. He didn't have the numbers.
Ular finishes at the rim. Nice pass from Sahonia. And Ular will get to the line para sa bonus free throw. Palitan ng baskets na bakit ka na natin dito.
And look at that. Going against two defenders. No problem for Nokum. Ito naman si Ular. And he had missed his last 2 or 3 shots. That time, 3-point play.
I'm glad to see Ular back in the rotation, playing well in the past few games. You know, he did have a great rookie season. Was on the way to becoming rookie of the year, but faltered towards the end. Pero simula na, he's been bouncing from team to team.
What about this import matchup?
That's a push from Gilmore.
Gilmore versus JJ. You're so right about Ular. This kid from Tarlac did have a good and creditable rookie season.
Kaprobinsya ni Dadin yan.
Oh. But, here comes an offensive foul.
Right.
Sandali. Gilmore and Johnson are now talking.
If I were Johnson, I'd step back. You know, he's been in too many of these.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd just walk away.
And Gilmore is just smiling away. Makita natin dito. Oh, Gilmore hanging on to that. You know, we're seeing a lot of similar type incidents in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
There's just so many incidents where players are losing their tempers.
And Gilmore's still talking. He's still jabbering at the Jalen, who's really just trying to calm down. And then Gilmore is not appreciating the way Ular and his teammates, other teammates are trying to hold him back. And so I hope the referees can, you know, come in and warn these guys a little bit and calm them down, because ayaw na natin. Patapos na yung elimination. No? Last game na nga ng Titan eh. Huwag naman sana magkagulo.
Well, kausap natin si Gilmore before this game, and he's saying he's looking forward to going home. Look at this pushing. And boy, that's a hard shoulder bump coming from JJ.
Anyway, play resumes as Fran Yu will miss a layup. Now JJ on the run. Throws it away. Ayan naman si Munzon. Munzon to the corner. Fran Yu upstairs. Sahonia 3. That's a foul. Tatlong free throws yan para kay Brian.
Sahonia making the right decisions. But the guy who made even a better decision was Fran Yu. He's keeping that ball moving. Hinahanap niya kung sino yung mga libre. And there's Coach Yen Giao. Lamang ng rain or shine. And Sahonia missing that free throw.
Didn't get the lucky bounce that time. Meron siyang dalawang field goal in the first half na mataas ang talbog, tapos sabay pumasok.
Meron niya siyang 4-pointer dito, Charlie.
Right. And a couple of threes too. So he's got 18 now. Baka mag 20-plus point game na naman to si Sahonia.
75% free throw shooter. And for Sahonia, he had a 29-point game in this conference. That's a career high for him. That was in the loss to Meralco.
Yeah, siya yung bright spot sa game na yun. He kept them competitive.
And he's capable of scoring big numbers, but he missed 2.
Yeah, only one.
3 free throws.
Nokum on the run.
And there's going to be fouled by Munzon.
That's his third or his fourth? Fourth na ba? Yung palo ba kanina sa kanya tinawag yun after the early 2000s? So fourth ito kung sakasakali. Fourth nga.
And you know, one thing you can say about Titan, they're leaving it all on the floor.
Yeah, they're not gonna just roll over for this last game.
And this is a great lesson actually for all the PBA teams. You're out of playoff contention, pero lumalaban. As you see, the Rain or Shine owners, Kerry K, Raymond Yu, here's Noko, and the Rain or Shine owners must be proud of the way Rain or Shine has been playing in this conference. That 7-0 start was just spectacular. Yung nga lang, you know, they've been on this losing skid. Yeah, just wants to right the ship.
I saw the bench of Rain or Shine during that lull. As we see Sahana hit another basket. You know, we mentioned that Mamuyak is out of commission for today's game. And of course, malaking bagay rin na wala sa kanilang lineup si Felix Lemeti, who had been playing really well at a high level bago siya na-injure. You know, he was their lead guard, scoring in the 20s sometimes, but suddenly nawala siya dahil sa partial tear sa kanyang ligament.
Huwag natin kalimutan din si Keith Datu, also in the injured list for Rain or Shine.
Last conference.
What about Stanley Pringle? He's also in the injured list.
Isa pa yan.
Nandyan din sa roster ng Rain or Shine. Here's JJ.
And he has consistently worn that undershirt. Day one, di ba? Hindi siya lumalaban ng yung jersey lang ang kanyang suot.
This guy played at the University of Blue Hill.
That's right, the Cardinal.
Yeah, and that team has produced several former PB imports, like Kenny Payne, remember him?
Of course.
And then Jerry Eves played for Alaska back in 1986. Also Billy Thompson played for San Miguel.
That's right. Billy Thompson did win a national championship with Louisville back in 1986 and went straight to the NBA and won it as well. Good to see si Jerry Lee Eves, partner ni Donnie Ray Kunz yan sa Alaska under Coach Tony Vasquez in the first year of Alaska. There's Brian again.
Oh, this time he missed. Here's Andre Caraco.
Caracos left it for JJ. All alone from 4. Why not? He says, and he gets it to go!
And there it is. He blows a kiss to the stands. JJ with a 4-pointer. Biglang-bigla, 9 points. Ang lamang ng Rain or Shine.
Mukhang nasaktan si Fran Yu all of a sudden. He just got down. Pasquat siya bigla. Here's the 4. Nothing but net.
But he had all day.
Oh, iniwan talaga siya.
Yeah, all day to aim for that shot.
Where's the D? Tanong.
Oh, well, last place sa defense and Titan. But say what you will about Titan, lumalaban sila rito. Only 3 points that they scored in the second quarter. That's got to be some kind of a high for the franchise.
Tama, I agree. Probably is their highest scoring quarter since they came in last conference. Brian again. Ayun, oh! Tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Si Sahonia. Just a confidence stroke from a veteran player. I mean, he's a rookie here, but he's played at high levels, won championships. Malakas ang kumpiyansa sa sarili.
Here we go again, import versus import. Those guys have been going at it, and JJ scores. What about that shoulder shimmy?
Sayaw na naman. Dapat sanay na yung mga tao, yung mga PBA community sa kanya.
That's a 3-pointer missed by Gilmore.
And that's not the way you want to fight back. You know, if you got scored on inside the paint, you might want to take it straight as well. But really, that's not Gilmore's game. I really can't fault him because that, you know, they hired him and that's the kind of game he brought in. The same with Kyler Kelly of Converge.
Right.
Baga, hindi nila kasalanan yun eh.
Penalty situation now against Titan. Iba yung dapat kumuha ng free throws.
Buti nag-react agad si Bing Oliva dito sa tabi natin. Para mabanggit dito kay Jeff Tantay. Na-sneaky eh. Sumastyle sila. So John Hart gets the first one to go. And it's important for the referees to be conscious of who is going to take the free throw. Who was fouled?
Oh.
Because there have been times that better free throw shooters have snuck on that line and taken the free throws instead.
Trying to put the one over the referees. There's 1 out of 2 for Clarito. Ito, nagbababa ng bola. And he loses the handle once more.
Again. This could go back to double digits if Karakut. No, it's taken away. He gets it back. Wow, can't take it. Manaytay swing to Johnson. If I'm Johnson, I'll take it. Yeah,
And he makes it.
because he just hit a 4, so a 3 is much easier than that.
31 points now for JJ.
Bounce back game, as you can see. Sahonya to the corner. Aris, good setup. Can he put it in? No! Ambohot gets the board, but in order to do that, he shoved off Manaytay. And referee Vipinoso was right in front to see it happen and called the foul. He thought of passing it in and he said, okay, no one's guarding me, I'll take it again. 3-pointer brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Jalen Johnson's having fun today.
Manaytay at the line. If he makes both these free throws, he will mark his conference high.
Gets the first one, so natabla na niya yung kanyang output. 12 na yan. You know, Jalen Johnson, his first couple of games, we saw how much joy he plays with. And it looks like he's getting that back. And look, now they're talking again. Gilmore and Johnson, just, kumbaga, emotions lang yung kanina eh. And then they realize, you know, we're just both here trying to earn a living. He'll try again. Ayaw talaga. Maalat ang shooting ni Michael Gilmore. Maybe gotta change that up. Pass inside to Manaytay. They won't take it. Clarito, he's trapped. He'll kick it up to JJ. Bukas na naman sa 4. Gave it up to Karakut.
And he will score. That's 4 points for Karakut.
That lead has gone up. Biglang naging 15 na. Dikit na dikit ang ating labanan. But then Rainer Shine has opened it up with 3s and 4s and all sorts of shots. So the timeout now has been brought to us by Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook. We'll be back.
Now, regroup tayo, regroup. Come on, Derek. Dali mo rito, Aris. Aris, Derek. Dami. At saka Gio. Go, Aris, screen. Pangamero, pag wala.
Brian Sahonya, though, has been a potent weapon for Titan. Where would they be without him? 23 points. He's dished out some assists as well. Perfect from the 3, Dean. 4 out of 4.
Meron din siyang 4-point shot. Sahonya.
Maybe he should take shots all beyond the arc. He's perfect from there. Either arc.
There's going to be an offensive foul.
Oh, nga. Junicio trying to avoid the defender. Instead, got him on the kisser, I think. Bagsak. Knocked down. Si Jonah Clarito. Of course, that was unintentional. Junicio is upset. He's trying to explain. But he was just, you know, trying to get free. And Clarito looked shaken up, though. Yeah, he got it on the nose, I think. Namumula eh. Ayun, no? Pulang-pula.
Ito, panoorin ulit natin. Coming off the screen. That's a double screen.
Boom.
Nice spin down. Tapos, tanggo naman. Yung contact right in the face of Clarito.
And I understand the reaction of Iris. He really didn't mean anything.
And by the way, yung fast break points ng Rainer Shine already totaling 32 points. That's 9 over ang average fast break points ng Rainer Shine. And we still have 5:26 to go. Wala pa tayo sa 4th quarter.
And Junicio gets substituted and he's not happy about it.
Just talking about the transition attack from Rainer Shine. Charlie, the way things are going, Rainer Shine might even end up with as many as 50 assists in this game if they keep it up.
Just
32 na sila eh.
16-5 run din. Talagang humataw itong rain or shine bigla. Kaya pa ba nilang ituloy yan? Sabi ni Leonard, why not? 16-5 now, 18-5, could be 19-5. And suddenly breaking the game open. Remember, this was such a close game.
Keeping that ball alive. Nahanap nila. Si Santillan attacking from the baseline. Walang-wala talaga yung depensa ng Titan. They've just not been able to stop those shots coming from rain or shine, especially from the inside. And talking about the inside, points in the paint, plus 60 na ang rain or shine in that department.
Free throw is good. That's an 18-point lead.
And look at this. Malayo pa tayo dito sa third quarter. Rain or shine is just 2 points away from hitting the century mark.
That's right. Just heavy scoring in the first two. Munzon is held by Quahao.
Quahao hindi pa nakaka-score dito.
Kaya na nga eh. Nakakatatlong attempts siya from 3 and 2. Missed them all. Here's Yang Giao looking to challenge.
Oh, I think they're going to challenge here. Sandali. There is a challenge on the floor.
Coach Yang Giao still had that kasi kanina nawala na yun sa Titan kay Coach Renzi Bahar. So what he's saying is yung kalaban ang nag-hook kay Quahao. That the offensive player is the one that hooked Deo. So the call should have gone the other way. So we've got a battalion of guys looking at it beside us. Jeff Tantay, Bing Oliva, Noel Killigan. They're all looking at what's going on the screen. You know. Yan ang sinasabi. It was Munzon who put his arm under the arm of Quahao.
Watch it again from a different angle. There's that screen.
Oh, yeah, no?
Wow, fighting over that screen.
Coach Yang might have a point. He might have a point. I don't know how the referees call that, what the mentality is when you see things like that. But
lumaban si Quahao doon, against that screen. Didn't go under, he went over.
It's taking a bit of time based on the little knowledge that the DNA and I have about this game. It might be a reverse. Let's see.
After po na review, meron pong hawak si Quahao kay Kantupay. Therefore, the challenge made of rain or shine is not successful.
Also, the foul was on Kuntapay. He fouled Kuntapay. So,
si Kuntapay?
Not on Munzon. Kuntapay was indeed involved. He set the screen.
Yeah.
But then, so Kuntapay will take the free throw, not Munzon. Really?
So the foul was not
really
on
sure.
Munzon.
I'm not sure about that call, Dean. I have to state it because we saw the video. And as you mentioned, Quahao had fought through the screen already. So, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that Kuntapay should be taking free throws at this point.
Well, under the rules of the PBA, which are patterned after the rule of the NBA, if you make a replay review based on that challenge to Coach Yang Giao, and if you spot a foul making a review of a challenge that was made on another situation, you can actually call that foul. Yan ang ginawa nila. Nakita nila na even before the incident involved in Munzon, nagkaroon ng contact doon, Quahao against Kuntapay.
The free throws are in. The score has been changed. That's 2 points for Titan. They've brought the lead down to just 16.
Here's a three-pointer.
That's off the target. The top goal to Asisio. Nice effort from Manaytay. The drop to Quahao, who misses again. Sticks with it, but misses one more time. He's really off tonight.
Brand new, getting a lot of burn here at the point guard position. Alvin Melesio has not played at all in this contest.
3-point attempt from Kuntapay. That was way off. Now Johnson inside to Manaytay. Goes up strong. Will get it to drop.
That's a new conference high for him.
Career high na para sa kanya.
14 points for Manaytay. Great job, Sealy.
Yeah. And he plays well inside. He's not that tall, Manaytay, but he knows how to work in that painted area.
He's got the wide body, and he sets a screen there.
Babounce sana ni Asisio kay Manaytay. Would have been an easy layup had it gone through, pero nasipa palabas. Gilmore coming back in. I wonder what Renzi Bahar told him, because 2 games ago when they were faltering during a timeout, Renzi Bahar said to him, play like an import. You know?
Yeah, I remember that. But he's been outplayed badly in this contest. 31 points na. Si JJ, hindi pa nagpa-break ng double figure si Gilmore. Only 9 points. That's a big disparity. There's going to be 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah. Ang Bohot stopped Tiongson, but there was a foul. So free throws na naman para kay Kalen, who's also in double digits in this game. Won't be surprised if a bunch of players will be in double digits by the time this ends, because scoring 100 to 82 already in the 3rd quarter.
3:44 to go. Kalen Johnson was in double figures at the half. At kanina, when we were talking about the halftime stats, di ba nabanggit natin si Gilmore, only 5 points at the turn. At sabi natin, if only he had scored his usual numbers, Titan would have been ahead at the half. Well, kausap natin si Gilmore, and he's already, you know, anticipating his return back home. Sabi niya, he's hoping to be able to get another contract in Asia and possibly even in the Philippines. Sabi niya, I'd love to come back here. He loves the atmosphere playing in the PBA. You know, for an import like him, it has to be suited to his skills.
Yeah. But you know, you gotta talk about the imports today. Earlier, tinambakan ng Meralco ang Terrafirma Chip 113 to 69. Hindi naglaro si Mubashar Ali. Last game na dapat yan, hindi siya nakapaglaro. Ito naman si Michael Gilmore, naglalaro, pero parang subpar naman. So, yung exit niya sa PBA, not with the bang.
Sayang si Ali kanina in that game. In that first game, no? Because he did have that 50-point performance earlier this
and he scored well sa huling laban nila a couple of nights ago.
Bump stomach daw ang dahilan kung bakit nanalo si Ali.
Sabi nga ni Apple David sa akin kanina, Deo Quahao has fans here, and he scores his first free throw and then the second one coming up. And he misses that.
He missed.
So he'll get another one.
Wow, it's not a bad free throw shooter. He's an 80% shooter.
Shooter yan talaga din. May kamay talaga yan. But
at saka he's a 50% shooter from 3-point distance. That's 2 out of 3 for Deo Quahao.
Approaching the last 3 minutes of this period, it has been forgettable for Titan, and Rainer Shine has poured it on continuously. Pavillionar lost the handle, goes to you. You have to one-hand it. And it won't drop. May halong malaf na rin. Asistio, lilipasan. Hindi nakatingin si Kalen. Down to Tiongson. Tiongson will take it over Pavillionar. Use the glass. And you need to use the glass on that angle. That's the best way to do it. Ask Freddy Ubaldi or Abid Yudap.
And Tim Duncan.
Yes.
14 points now for Kalen Johnson.
Nasipa ni Quahao pero no reset kasi nasa 16 pa lamang. Ross calls a timeout, but let's watch this shot from Tiongson first. Sizing up the D, getting it off the glass. 2:44 to go in the 3rd. We'll be back.
You're on top. Get the ball to you. Anton, you will screen Kaylan. Kaylan, you're going downhill. Luis is here. Okay? So you choose whether you want to take it or hit Luis. So Anton is screen. Let's make Kaylan go down there. Other side. Okay? You go other side. So here, give it to Kaylan. He's gonna go drive strong. Okay, hard screen. Okay, there you go.
I'm sure PBA fans will remember the first time Rainer Shine and Titan played in that first conference. Lamang na lamang yung Titan. Mukhang mananalo na talaga. Kaso may foul in the last couple of seconds. 4-point shot ni Asistio. Down by 3. Napasok niya yung 4 na free throw.
Look at that. Oh, the face of Coach Yang Giao. And ito yung sinasabi mo. The clutch free throws coming from Anton Asistio.
And then Calvin couldn't win it
Yeah.
at the buzzer. And Calvin was still with them at the time. Of course, now he's with Converge.
But that was a 1-point victory by Rain and Shine.
On 4 free throws, clutch free throws from
they,
Antonas East.
they stole that game.
Joshua misses. Rebound taken by Villegas. He's playing well. Now he's healthy.
Easy
Look at
2
that.
points for Guaha.
That's the way to run a fast break. Wala nang dribble. Diba? Brand new. Tried to drop it to Monzon. Instead threw that one away. You know, Titans falling apart here in the third quarter, Dean. And Monzon wants a review, but no, it's done already. Wala na challenge. I'm sure he fouled him on that play, though.
And free throws coming up here for Asisio. And Rain and Shine has already scored 40 points in this quarter. 40 points.
I know it's May and graduations have been happening the past few weeks. Joshua Monzon might join them.
That's 5 personal fouls for him. Asisio getting the free throw.
You know. Oh, yun. Humawak naman, Josh. Your right hand was on his hip.
Yeah.
So they called you for that. Okay. I didn't see that earlier.
Yeah, there was also a push with a left hand on the back.
Alam mo, yung mga replay natin, that's hindsight. Diba?
Yeah.
So, everything is clear. That's a missed free throw. Ang daming missed free throws sa game na ito. We haven't spoken about that enough.
Well, as a team, Rain and Shine is shooting only 68% from the line. They need to improve that. If they want to go deep in the playoffs, they need to be a better free throw shooting team.
You know, Balanza is really earning his minutes here. He's playing very well. Santi hit his first 3 but couldn't buy anything after that. As Balanza will again attack and he missed though. Pinupuri pa natin siya. Pesumal. 3!
And that's a 3.
Well, there was a time when he was with San Miguel, they used to call him Tresumal already. He was knocking threes all the time.
He's got 2 threes in this game, but it's a mammoth 20-point lead enjoyed by Rain or Shine.
What a quarter.
After a 4-point lead at the half. Eto pa!
Damdagan mo ba? That's 43, 44. It's a 44-point quarter, right? Hindi. O, tama.
Yeah, it's over
44-point quarter for Rain or Shine.
And also 10 players from Rain or Shine have scored in this quarter.
The problema, Titan, 25 pa lang ang score. So, naiiwan sila rito talaga. But Balanza will attack one more time. Fouled by Villegas. No more challenges in this game. Each coach has used it up. They failed on the first try. So wala na yan. You don't get a second once your first challenge is unsuccessful or is not successful.
Grabe itong ginawa ng Rain or Shine sa quarter na to. They just unloaded the offense and also ang kanilang depensa. Nag-work overtime sila to make sure that Titan was held to just 25 points so far. At sila nakaka-44 na, kagaya na sinabi mo kanina, Charlie. Big explosion here for Rain or Shine.
To do some mathematics kasi medyo malaki na yan.
Oo, they've already scored 112. Sinabi natin kanina, in the 8 wins of Rain or Shine, they averaged 117.3. They're just 5 away from matching that average, and we still have 1 quarter to go. They could be scoring 130 in this game.
Yeah, probably. The way it's going, unless they significantly slow down in the fourth quarter. The pass to Deo. Can he finally get one? Ang layo nun. Johnson saves it. A second to go. Deo, you gotta put it up. Santillan, know it. Nakascore pa. Rain or Shine. Imagine that. Might be a 50-point point. Hindi naman. Hindi naabot. 46 pa lang. Hindi naman 50 yan. 18 seconds to go na lang. Wow, that's crazy. Talk about a scoring avalanche.
Yeah, we were saying that Malaysia had not played in this game. All of a sudden, checks in with 20 seconds to go. That was blocked.
Nakahirit pa ba? Wow! Yes! That's gonna count. That's a 48-point quarter. 48-point quarter. That's crazy.
That's an amazing output coming from Rain or Shine.
And the lead now is 26 points. Wow. That's gonna count for sure.
ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang na.
Takbuhan ba gusto ng Rain or Shine? Mukhang ganun na nga. Double up nila ang Titan. 36-18 sa takbuhan. Points. Fast break. Sunod-sunod. Sa umpisa pa na ng ating laro, napansin na namin hindi na ganun ang strategy ni Coach Yang Yao. Yung ball movement, mas lalo na. Grabe yung pasahan. 34 assists. Double up din. 34-17, and most of their field goals have come on nice passes, easy finishes because of that unselfishness. And the import matchup, it's lopsided to say the least.
21 points for Jalen Johnson. Make that 31 points. Double-double para sa kanya at sa Gilmore. Not even double figures.
And then they start the fourth with a basket.
They've now surpassed their average when they win games. 118 points sila. Yes, the third three-point shot coming from Pesumal.
That's a 4.
The guy has a nice stroke. Here's Guahao.
Double digits si Pesumal, ha? Di makatres si Tiongson. Pasa kay Gilmore. Agaw na naman! Too many turnovers. Just giving it back. Baseline is open. Guahao will take it. That's a field goal for Deo.
Guahao had a very quiet start now with 8 points. Here's Melesio.
That was halfway down. Di na nakuha ni Aljun yun. Villegas now will bring that ball. Outside shot. Can't put that one in. So it's not falling from the outside para kay Guahao. Loose ball foul is going to be called. Santillan matatawagan ng loose ball foul. (48-26), third quarter. 26 points is adequate. At 48, it's out of this world. Of course, the record is 65 in a quarter, so malayo. Okay, Sumal again. Oh, that's off target. That's an air ball.
Walang tinamaan yun. Pesumal, yeah, that was a 4-point shot that he just buried kani-kanina lamang. Ular is back in the game. Now Coach Renzi Bahar going with Melesio at the point guard position. Binibigyan niya ng pagkakataon si Melesio and also giving Fran Yu a rest.
Tiongson will try the 3. That's off target. Santillan again, offensive rebound. Another department where Rain or Shine is probably leading, keeping it alive. That's an out-of-bounds play. Santillan step. It's going to head back Titans' way, but Titans got to put itself in a really, really deep hole in that third quarter. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, checking back in. Yeah, I think it's going to be very, very tough for Titan and for Rain or Shine. They're beginning to take a rather comfortable situation because they're starting to take shots from the outside instead of just driving in. Melesio with his first basket of the game.
Shooter's gonna shoot talaga si Melesio. He'll find his way to get some points. Kalen. Well, that might have been a foul. There was a swipe there from Michael Gilmore, but he gets the basket anyway. Could have been N1.
Jalen Johnson slowly piling up the points with 8.
Easy na sabi ko, scorer din talaga to si Aljun.
Back to back now. Last game, Melesio at 9 points. Here comes an outside shot.
Ayan na naman, offensive board, Dean. They keep it alive one more time. So the possession is new. And Tiongson too strong on the jumper. Gilmore to Melesio. Melesio in the paint. Will spin. Layup. Pasok na naman.
Score on 6 straight points. Coming from Aljun Melesio.
Trying to make a statement perhaps. Put me in a little more. As Villegas wishes. Kasi Villegas talaga took him a long time to get his bearings dito sa PBA due to injuries. But now that he's a regular part of the rotation, he contributes every game. Melesio bouncing to Ato. Outside to Von. Von will drive. Lefty layup goes for Pesumal. This is probably his top scoring game this quarter.
The game has been broken wide open, so wala nang depensahan dito. Guys are just scoring from the layups, scoring from medium range.
They sub out Michael Gilmore because he hasn't contributed anyway, scoring-wise.
Only 9 points, not even in double figures.
Oh, look at that. There's some screeches and howls from the crowd because Bo Belga is now in the game.
Wow. It's been a while.
He's gone from main man to, you know, blowout time player. See, Bo Belga, but of course, we say that with all the affection because he's really contributed well sa kanyang team. He's won championships.
That's a turnover count.
That's his first statistic.
Bo Belga did
Natatawa
not...
yun. Natatawa si Coach Yeng. Pinipigil lang niya. Coach, smile naman dyan.
Bo Belga did not play in 3 of the last 4 games of Rain or Shine. And in that game that he played, over the last 4 games, he didn't score.
Aljun again.
Almost.
David looking ahead. Goes to Manaytay. You know, the locals of Rain or Shine, they only hesitate when Gilmore's there. But kung mga locals lang din ang katapat nila, go lang sila ng go. David, outside shot. Ayaw. Pesumal, naka-rebound pa. Nagdadala na rin. Stop and pop 3. Von. Oh. And then David gets it. I think we're going to have 8 minutes of just going back and forth here.
I think so. Here's Karakot.
The drop. Manaytay to the cutter. David, hook shot. Pasok!
That's his first basket.
Semi-hook.
Yeah, everybody's scoring here for Rain or Shine.
Ganun na nga. Who else?
Balance scoring nila. No?
Who else have they not brought in? I think everybody's played on that bench. Every single guy. And everybody's scored too. Oh, that's hits the side of the board. But only Belgas hasn't scored.
Manaytay going one-on-one against Ular. And he will score. He's had a solid contribution.
16 or 18?
16 points.
16 points.
Coming from Manaytay.
Lahat nakascore na. Puwera kay Bo Belga sa side ng Rain or Shine. And we see the rookie playing very well. Si Sahonia di na nakabalik para sa Titan despite a strong scoring game. That's Christian Manaytay. He's got a career high now. He's averaging 2.5 a game, 28% field goals lamang. Ngayon, perfect from the field with a career high 16 points. This rook. He's a rook from Uste.
He actually had stops in Lasal.
Yeah.
Before going to
Marami na tayo ganun ngayon eh. No? Parang may transfer portal na rin tayo rito like in the US when they list you, you got different schools under your name or beside your name.
And Manaytay picking up an assist.
Ganda ng laro niya talaga. And there's confidence. No, there's confidence in the rookies we've seen. Sahonia on one side, Manaytay, Quahao, despite missing shots, Quahao has played confidently. That rookie of theirs, Roque, who got injured, was playing very well also prior to that. So, good for all these young guys getting their chance here in the PBA.
Actually, si Josh David also providing a lot of good leadership and vision.
Forgot about him. Yeah, he's playing well too. Naku, pinapasok ni Caralipio yun. Munson gets it back. You take it. He makes it. He's in double digits. Ilan na ba yan? 15 points.
Here's another 2 points from Manaytay. Ang bilis ng opensa ng Rain or Shine.
Having the game of his life right now.
Yeah. 18 points here from Manaytay.
Fran jacks it up. That's short. Another air ball. That's another stat we should keep track of. How many air balls have we seen in this game? Ang dami na rin.
Ball moving around here. And then Santillan getting a wide open layup. Pass coming from
Feeling ko ka-40 sila sa assist.
I think so.
Baka, pwede. Yeah. We will check it later before the game ends.
We were saying pwede pa mag-50.
No,
assist, that's going to be a record breaker.
Pero 5 minutes na lang. Ito si Ato, no go.
If they keep on passing.
Titan just deflated itself in here in the second half. Nawala eh. Ang galing nung first half ng Titan, but...
Oh, look at that. Josh David hitting the 3-point shot. He's got 5.
Titan put up a fight, 64 points in that first half, but nawala eh.
You know, Josh David...
That's a knockdown again. Karapot gets it on that upward movement.
That's a 4.
And Coach Yen is livid. He's on the court. He's saying, how can you not call anything?
And Bo Belga's also pleading the case. Panoorin natin kung ano nangyari dito. Oh, that elbow caught Karakot on the face.
Yeah, he knocked him down. The same way Aris Dionisio knocked down the defender earlier.
And
that was Clarito.
That opened a 4-point shot coming from Monzon.
And Coach Yang was cool already. Alam niya, makakuha na niya yung 9th victory nila and everything 5 minutes ago. But that really upset him because, you know, there was just 2 players. Obviously, the referees were looking at it. Duguan to si Karapot, you know. Boom. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, that's a knockdown.
So, Coach Yang gets a technical for saying kind words to the referees, or not so kind.
But you can review that.
I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying. How can you not have seen that is what he's saying. And both saying the same thing right here.
Sinabi ko nga eh. Diba? Well, there's grounds for review, quite clearly.
Mark Omega, by the way, is now back in the game. He's now in the game for the first time. There are games that Omega has started in this conference, but today, ayun lang siya. Nandito sa loob.
Now they're reviewing for a possible violent incident.
Yeah, that's Monzon. He's a culprit, but not saying he's guilty of anything because nothing was called anyway. But ito yun, boom, the left elbow really gets him on the face. And that's why everybody's pointing, all the Rain or Shine guys are pointing at the monitors here, the big screens. Coach Yang has 1 technical already. Now Coach Mike Buendia nilalambing si referee Jeff Tantay to clarify things.
After the review, the criteria for an act of unsportsmanlike behavior was not met.
Yeah, not met. So AUB, act of unsportsmanlike behavior was not met because hindi naman sinadya, di ba? Hindi naman binanatan ng todo. And I don't think Monzon's the type really, but yeah, that was an upward movement. The same thing that Aris Dionisio did earlier. Well, of course, it does cause damage. There's blood drawn, but ganun talaga. It's part of the game.
But it was reviewed.
As the great Jawa would say, kung ayaw mo ng ganyan, huwag ka na mag-basketball.
Mag-chess ka na lang.
Mag-chess ka na lang. Diba? Kuya, akala mo madali mag-chess. Iba yung wiring ng utak ng mga chess players natin. 5:03 ang natitira rito. It's all over but the shouting and the final score. Aabot ba ng 150 ang Rain or Shine? Pwedeng umabot dahil matindi ang kanilang shooting dito sa second half. Santillan, 3. No go. Manaytay. Nakuha na ng bola ni Monzon. Monzon. Backs up to the three-point line. Left it for Fran. 3 on the way. Ayaw talaga. Maalat ang shooting ni Fran Yu sa game na ito. Nice pass. Panaytay almost fielded it. He got his hands on it, but he just couldn't control it. And the E-Painters call a timeout with 4:31 to go. That's a 26-point lead that they're enjoying, and you can see they're enjoying.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Ito na naman yung standings. Pag natapos yung game na ito, 9-3 ang magiging kartada ng Rain or Shine. Ang Titan, farewell performance, magiging 2-10 ang kanilang record to end the conference. So Rain or Shine will solidify its place in the top 4. But we have 2 more game dates. Tomorrow sa Antipolo, tapos sa Sunday sa MOA Arena naman. Para ma-determine na talaga sino ang nasa 1-8. Munzot na naman. Atake. Reverse. Ayaw! And Bo Belga tapped that out of bounds.
Always good to see Bo Belga back on the floor. You know, veteran, he can provide the leadership down the stretch. Ito with 4:23 to go, yan po si Bo Belga.
Baseline, Aris. Oh, gets the foul too.
Nice Euro step coming from Aris Janisha. Baseline drive. He's had a solid performance tonight. He's in double figures.
Free throw, Aris Janisha.
12 points para sa kanya. Zone defense being played here by Titan at this late stage.
Inside the big bow. Naka-reverse. Pero Pintis bumidin.
Almost. Here comes open court situation for Monzon. He's not gonna miss. Jump na galing si Monzon. He can slash. Open court situation. A nice inside pass. Hindi lang po nakasalud ni Josh Monzon. Here's Karakot. He'll take the medium range shot. He's not gonna miss.
You know, the 41 assists might be a PBA record, team. Not sure, but pretty sure if it's not, it's close to it.
That's right. That's 41 assists now for Rain or Shine. If they put their minds to it, they can go 50 assists.
Basta kada tira nila, kailangan galing sa pasa. Baka umabot sila. Maybe 45 is a more realistic goal. And it's just the way that they're playing. They're not forcing those passes. They're not trying to pile up assists. That's the way they're playing today, so unselfishly. Nahanap nila yung mga nasa tamang pwesto para makabasket.
There's Fran Yu connecting from the line. Mahaba pa tong oras, ha? Rain or Shine can actually go 150 points here. Bo Belga. That's a 3. That's a 3.
So every single guy on Rain or Shine that was active in today's game has scored a point in this matchup as Fran Yu hits a 3-pointer. Lahat, hindi na po. Yung bench nila, nakascore lahat yan.
.258 left in this game. 142 points scored by Rain or Shine.
May assist ba yun? May pumasa ba kay Bo para maka-shoot siya doon? Is that 42 already? Caraco trapped. Almost taken away by Munzon, who will foul out of this game. That's it for Josh, and he knows it.
And he held on to Bo Belga.
Six fouls. Second team foul for Michael Boozer. Substitution Jared Balanza for Joshua Munzon. 14
Balanza back in the game. Balanza has played well. So has Sahonya, but he hasn't gotten back on the floor. David, Caracol, Belga, sugod. Sabay foul ang defender, Pau Havillonar.
Number 9, our second personal. That's a third for Michael Boozer.
2 minutes and 45 na lang natitira. Earlier today, here, Meralco defeated the Jeep 113-69, a 44-point victory. CJ Cancino was the best player with 13 points. Bo! Oh, too strong on the spin. Manaytay gives it up for David, who says, Karakot, ikaw na, pero he lost track of time, I think.
That's 42 assists now, by the way, for Rain or Shine with 2:30 to go. 8 more assists, they'll have 50.
With 2.5.
If they keep scoring in fast breaks, they can do it.
Oh,
That's a block.
That's a block by Manaytay. So, as you mentioned, may assist na sa kanina. Rumi-rebound naman siya. Meron pa siyang block shot. Across the board ang kanyang stats niya.
Tama. Kanya hindi siya tinatagal dito ni Coach Yengia. Here's Jonicio with a 3.
There's Manaytay. Can he finish? No. Omega probably fouled him, but no whistle. Corner. 3. Back to back. That's the score, ha? Down to 15 na lang with 2 minutes to go. Pwede mag-relax ang Rain or Shine. 4 na 4 lang. Lamang na yung kalaban dyan. Ito si David. Bibitaw ng 3. Mintis. Gotta rush it up. If you're Titan, they're gonna go to Aris underneath and he can't control it. Straight into the stands or into the chairs. Cross court to David. Out to Andre. Andre waits for Bo. Sabi ni Bo, relax. Tayin niyo ako. Minute and a half. And change.
They're keeping the ball on the perimeter.
Tipped away. Balanza will run. He'll probably finish. Yes, he does. It's down to 13.
It's a late flurry here for Titan.
It is.
Nag-relax dito ang Rain or Shine.
Titan has 39 points in this quarter. 39.
That's also an amazing performance here for Titan.
Yung third quarter lang talaga. Doon sila bumitaw sa third quarter, Dean.
Ito, miss outside shot by Karakut.
That's gonna be a foul on you. Yeah. He knocked Karakut out of the way. I mean, there's some protest on the Titan bench from the coaches, but it really did look like, well, let's watch it. Boom. I don't know. I don't know how you read that.
That's a tough call.
Yeah, it is. Block or charge, one of the toughest calls in basketball.
But there was also that shove with a forearm by Fran Yu.
So that's going to be it for Titan para sa Commissioner's Cup ng ating 50th season. Time to regroup and restock its weapons perhaps and find some more pieces, try to get better. In the meantime, Rain or Shine will be in the playoffs with a 12-to-beat advantage. And they've earned it, Dean. What a elimination round they've had. 9 wins.
Exactly. On a 7-0 start. Hindi na pumapasok yung mga tina ng Rain or Shine. But here's Bo Belga. He will make an attempt and he was blocked. Hinagis na lang is brand new so he can get, was that a 3-point attempt?
Big quarter for Titan. They really just suffered in that third quarter. Nagpaiwan sila 48-26. Kaya naman, bumukan lamang. It went from 4 at the half to 26 at the end of 3. Yung lamang ng Rain or Shine. And that's why Titan kept playing catch-up here in the fourth. Wala na eh.
When they kept on looking to score, that was a three-point attempt, so another free throw coming up para kay Fran Yu.
Fans heading out now.
I'll tell you, this was an entertaining game. Certainly a high-scoring one. Kalain mo, 142 points. Rain or shine, 131 yung kabila.
I've just been informed there's been a 60 assist game by Ginebra way back in the 80s. So malayo-layo, pero it's been a long time siguro since may 40 plus assists.
They're not gonna score.
PBA. 142 to 131.
And that's the end of the ball game. Rain or shine, solidifying its place among the top four, breaking that losing skid. Now, Rain or shine is 2 wins in its last 4 games. And so many players did well for Rain or shine. Sa laro nito, JJ hardly played in the fourth quarter. Pero yung best player natin, someone who came off the bench. Christian Manaytay with a stellar performance, career high, 18 points para sa kanya. May mga rebounds, may mga assists, may mga steals.
May block pa.
May block pa. Dahil yung ginawa dito, it's nice to see that this best player of the game honors goes to someone who is unheralded. Napihira natin makikita ang best player.
That's right. Parang perfect from the field yata sa, if not just one miss. So great performance from him. That's the final score, 142 to 131. And we'll take a short break and we'll wrap it up when we come back.
Rain or Shine coach Yang Giao joining us in the press room, as well as best player Christian Manaytay. Coach, finally you achieved your goal of getting 9 wins. Medyo naging elusive siya for a while, but talk about finally claiming that goal.
Mindset lang namin going to the game was yun nga, get 9 wins. Prepare ourselves mentally and physically for the playoffs. The best way we can do that is to come off a win. So, binigay talaga namin yung kaya namin para ipanalo to. No? We did not consider this was going to be an easy game. So, ito maganda yung numbers na nakita ko. 42 assists. 43 fast break points. No? So, this is exactly what coaches dream of, no? Just the ball movement, no? The speed that we played with. Alam namin pagkalaban mo yung Titan, they play almost the same style as we do. They shoot a lot of threes, they run up and down the court. Makikisabay talaga sila sa amin. And sabi ko nga sa kanila dun sa meeting namin before the game yesterday, para tayong dalawang boksingero na standing toe-to-toe. Basta bigayan lang tayo kung sino matira, kung sino nakatayo at the end of the day, yun ang mananalo, no? So ganun talaga yung nangyari, na you stand toe-to-toe with Titan and you give him what you got, they give us what they have. Kung sino yung nakatayo at the end of the day, siyang mananalo. So mabuti kami yung nakatayo.
Christian, congrats on the win and being the best player. 8 points ka nung third quarter, nakatulong ka dun sa pull away nyo. Ano bang ginawa mong dun sa third quarter na yun?
Wala naman ako ginawang special. Actually, we just run yung system namin, which is yung run and gun nga namin. So, luckily sa run namin, usually yung ginagawa namin kasi ngayon, nag-rim run kami yung mga bigs so that we get our guards open outside. At the same time, if na-open sila, malibre sila. And they're yung Titan nag-close out, so ma-open kami sa loob. So, ginawa lang namin yung system namin at yun na nga, nagbunga na parati lang ako open, yun lang.
Titan closing out its conference against Rain or Shine. And they're going to go on vacation after this since they did qualify for the playoffs, but they did start out very well. Nakita natin mga imports na gahanda na para makipaglabanan. Sa first quarter natin, early on, Kalen Tiongson, strong start, getting inside the paint and scoring the hook shot over Michael Gilmore. He had double digits in this game, si Kalen Tiongson. But on the other side, you had Jerick Balanza, just came off the bench and gets that shot falling down. Alam mo, wala na, pero naka 3-point play pa.
High energy ang laro ni Balanza dito. And that was a miracle shot galing sa kanya. Tapos si Aris Junicio, tatama kanyang tres. And that's a 4. That's a 4-point shot coming from Junicio. And then Nokum, not too many minutes he played. But eto, when he was on the floor, he made an impact.
Sa pagtapos ng ating first quarter, lamang ng 11 points ang Rain or Shine, 32-21. Come that second quarter, it became a shootout here at the NAS.
Tama si Sahonia. He's gonna stroke it from 4 and he's gonna make it. Santillan is gonna counter with a 3-point shot. That was a massive 43-point performance by Titan in the second quarter. Yan yung tres na sinasabi natin na ginawa ni Santillan. Tapos si JJ is also going to contribute from deep.
And to close out that quarter, nadikit ang ating labanan. Joshua Munzon finds his way through the defense and all the way to the hoop for the layup off at last. There you look at it again.
From Munzon. He threw it way up high to avoid the defense.
Halftime score natin, 68-64. Dikit ang ating labanan. In the third quarter, though, Rain or Shine really poured it on.
But Gilmore is going to get a dunk. It's going to be an alley-oop here. Watch that play by Fran Yu.
Johnson, siyempre, nakadunk ang kalaban niya. Sabi ni Johnson, sige, I'll do it in my own way. He was left standing all alone. No one within 20 feet of him.
He took a deep breath. Wide open shot galing kay Johnson. Ito, hindi ba lang challenge ni Gilmore? Ang layo ni Gilmore, oh.
Nakatref din siya in the third quarter as many of his teammates did as well. Ito si Johnson. So kaya naman bumuka yung lamang. Anton Asisio nakisama na rin dun sa mga outside shots ng Rain or Shine.
He found himself open, stroked it. And if Titan had 43 points in the second quarter, sa third quarter, Rain or Shine had 48. Can you believe it? Ito yung breakaway layup galing kay Kuahaw.
That ends the third quarter and the lead was big by that time. 27 6 points na ang lamang. In the fourth quarter, kontento na rin na siya magpagpalitan na ng basket.
Aljon Malesio actually had 6 points.
Manaytay, what a game for him.
Oh, yeah.
Garnered his career high here. There were some other Rain or Shine players also continued the onslaught. Ito si David. Nakita niya, wala namang buwabantay. I'll try my three-point hand. He gets that basket. And then there were some incursions inside the paint as well.
That was a save. Tapos si Caraco naman coming close in the painted area. That's a nice smooth shot galing kay Caraco. And then the guy whom we did not see in the first 3 quarters, but biglang kinubot ni Coach Yeng Giao. That's a three-pointer. And Berta is going to score.
Tapos they ran out of time already. Palit-palit ng basket. Mamuyak's happy. Coach Yeng as well. Rain or Shine goes on to victory. 142 to 131.